Yes, sir. Can you please introduce yourself for us, please?
Yeah, I am Ahmed Manjang, Gunjur, Southwestern region. I am the coordinator and also the PR, the voice for CETAG. CETAG stands for Gunjur Environmentalist and Eco-Tourism Association. And it comprises 5 organizations. That is Eco Travel Gambia, Gunjur Village Museum, Dalaba Eco Lodge, 𝗘𝗧𝗔𝗚, and also Gunjur Conservationists. Our aims and objectives are: number 1, to bring all the environmental groups in Gunjur under one umbrella. That means you have to kill your organization to join. No, we want your organization to come so we can better coordinate things, but you still can have your organization up and running. So these are our aims and objectives, and the issues we are dealing with right now, or we are engaged in. Number 1 is total conservation, which we've been doing for the past 10 years, and also tree planting the whole year round. We are the only environmental organization which do tree planting the whole year round. And we don't only plant them, we make sure they grow. So now the strategy we have, we go to homeowners and speak to them that we can give you tree and we will fence it for you. Will you be able to look after it? And if they agree, we put it in front of their house, and they're growing very well. And also the burial ground, the cemetery of Gunjur, we start a perimeter of mahogany tree, that is 𝗘𝗧𝗔𝗚. This is fast growing and it has a lot of historical and cultural significance to it. You can use it as medication. And also it's a commercial tree as well. And we also engage in, as you say, ecotourism, that is responsible tourism. Right now we do have volunteers from Eastern Europe that come to Gunjur. They stay for a week to 4 weeks to 2 weeks, and that is also going on. We also collaborate with other tourism organizations like My Gambia and all that. So we also try to promote culture. That's general. And also what we're doing, this is our latest flagship program called Trees for School. Today we launched it here, but that doesn't mean we've not been doing it. In fact, we planted trees here in this school before we even conceived the idea of Trees for School, because we believe most schools are securely fenced and they don't have issues with the water. So why not, before you go and put it in the wild where the chances of survival are very low, but we can put it in places like this where we know they will grow.
All right, Mr. Manjang, how do people damage the environment?
Well, it's all for you. See, you wouldn't believe me, but Gambia is supposed to be charcoal production is illegal in the Gambia. But you didn't know. If you pass everywhere, there's charcoal production all over the place, and this is something we can do very little about. What we can do, we can control, is to replenish. We plant as much as possible to replenish. It's not enough, but at least we are doing something about it. We also continue to campaign about people cutting down trees wantonly. There is absolutely nothing wrong to cut dry branches or dry or dead trees, but cutting live plants just to make it to charcoal, that's a very, very quick way of destroying. And the other threat we face in combo of our land is property developers. Gambians should know that all trees that we don't plant in our own gardens belongs to the state. So if you buy a place as an estate agent, before you bulldoze it, you should get a permission from the government, and government should enforce the law. They make sure if they're going to bulldoze, but they should have a levy. You know, they are certain tax should be put in them so that trees can be bought with that and go and plant them somewhere.
Yeah, I will come to that, the part of the government to protect the environment. So what can you do, or your association CETAG, to protect the environment, especially here in Gunjur? Because I know there are many environmental hazards going around in Gunjur. What is CETAG doing to make sure these things stop?
Yeah, even before CETAG, we have the Gunjur Environmental Concern Groups and all other environmental concern groups. We've been sensitizing, because it's the best way to do something about something. platform is to educate. Most of the things people are doing, they're not fully aware of the consequences. But sometimes if you educate them, you know, that can happen. So we do weekly radio programs at Jane Koto to sensitize people about their environment and their responsibilities. But also we go in at length. For example, the total conservation, we go and collect total eggs from the wild, fence it, make sure they survive, and we release them into the ozone. And also this tree planting we are doing. We hope the students who are here today will learn something. They will be inspired and go and replicate this somewhere. And also the other invitees that are here, they will go and replicate this in their respective communities. So this is what CETAG is doing and will continue to do. And we are calling on young people, like me, we are old, you know, but we want kids to come and join CETAG or other environment. They don't have to be CETAG, but join other environmental organizations. This is a collective job. No single organization can do it, and no single community can do it. So it has to be collective. So that's why I call on youths to join in, come and register. All you have to do is to buy a form, $100. That's to show your commitment. Then the rest is, you know, is free. And also there are opportunities involved. You know, like 2, 3 of our members or 4 of our members are in attending educational workshop. Those happen, and there is opportunities. You can have a scholarship. There are opportunities. You can travel around the world to meet other environmentalists. So there are a lot of opportunities as well.
Yeah. Since you mentioned the government parts to protect the environment, what can the government do to protect environment here in the Gambia?
All the government have to do is to enforce the laws of the land. Gambia have a very, very good laws which protect our environment called NEMA Act, which is National Environment Management Act. They are fantastic laws. All we need to do is to enforce them. You know, is to enforce them, and also let the government see activists as partners in development. We go to places that they can reach, so we can only raise our voice. Once we raise our voice, they shouldn't see us as troublemakers or we, you know, trying to misinform or we sabotaging the government. No, this is our country. How can we sabotage you? All we want to see a better Gambia. We want to see them protect, enforce the laws that we wrote in our own, with our own hands.
Yeah. Past 2 weeks, Ahmedu, there are pollutions in Gunjur from the fish meal factory. Ahmedu, what can you tell us about what is clean air, clean water and clean air?
It's a fundamental human right of every citizen of this country to breathe fresh air. So anybody who pollutes it is committing a crime called public nuisance. This is also very clear. All you have to do is want somebody to go to the police that I cannot breathe because of the action of these Chinese. We've been doing it. We went to the court on a couple of occasions, and also the government sued us for some of the action we took against them. We've been highlighting, we've been talking about it. Sadly, somebody who's supposed to be speaking for the entire Combos in the House of Parliament, where these laws are made, where these action can be quickly taken. You know, he's even denying that's air pollution, but nobody can deny there's air pollution in Gunjur. There is. So all we have to do is to go to our representative. We view that we don't have a voice. We go to our representative and remind them about their responsibility. This is what we vote you for in. And the Chinese are killing us with smell. And they are pumping their waste into our ozone. What is the damage that is doing? You go to the beach now, there is slimy seaweeds all over the place. This is killing the local tourism. No tourists will want to go and swim in Gunjur Beach. And also is affecting the health of the women and the children that works at that beach.
The beach. Yeah. What do you know about the Clean Water and Clean Air Act here in Gambia? Do you know any act?
Of course, I know there are Clean Water Act, there are Clean Fresh Air Act. But that's what I mean. These are very good laws. You go through them, they are very clean. Why the government is not enforcing them? This is the question. So all we ask for the government is to enforce the laws that are governing this country. All they need to do is also enforce the laws. And there should be no sacred cows. Of course, they will tell you, well, these are investors if we start prosecuting them, they will run. No, we need responsible tourism. We see the like of Gunjur project. They sponsor kids from primary school to become medical doctors. And they're here, they don't disturb anybody. So any business that is killing the lives of those ones should be discouraged. They are here, they're flying, they are respecting our laws. So anybody who's not respecting our laws, these are the issues we have problems with.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ahmed Manjang, for that wonderful response.
Thank you very much also for your time. You did well because
you.
This, as you say, is a collective effort. We are activists, you are media man. The whole world will hear about it because of you. So thank you also for your effort. And we don't have money to pay you, but Almighty Allah will pay you for your effort. Thank you.